over alleged impeachment plot.
Adamawa measles outbreak, 42 confirmed dead, all schools shut.
Nigeria caps power sale to Togo, Benin, and Niger at 6%.
Now the details. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Alhaji Mohammed Idris, has said that the federal government was not considering any foreign military base to counter insurgents and other crimes. Disclosing this today in Abuja, Idris noted that the federal government was aware of the false alarm being raised in some quarters about discussions with some foreign countries on the siting of foreign military bases in Nigeria. He urged the public to totally disregard this falsehood. The minister added that the federal government is not in any such discussion with any foreign country and noted that the Nigerian government already enjoys foreign cooperation in tackling ongoing security challenges.
The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission has confirmed electricity tariff reduction across 11 electricity distribution. Proved the reduction as announced by some discos. He noted that the reduction applies to all discos across the country. In April, NERC had initially approved a 225 naira per kilowatt electricity tariff for customers under Band A, getting 20 to 24 hours power supply in Nigeria.
Petrol supply challenges facing the country entered its third week, with marketers remaining upbeat about the situation following the release of more volumes by NNPC Limited. The Public Relations Officer, Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, Chief Chinedu Ukadike, stated that it would take a few more days for supply to normalize. Chief Ukadike noted that the independent marketers who had not received any products for weeks were now beginning to load, especially at the coastal depots in Calabar, Port Harcourt, and Warri. He also disclosed that marketers in System 2A and System B were expected to load the product in the coming days.
The Speaker of Edo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Blessing Agbebaku, today during plenary suspended 3 lawmakers over an alleged plot to impeach him and other principal officers of the House. The 3 suspended lawmakers included Honorable Donald Okugbe, representing Akoko Edo 1, who is an ally of the former Deputy Governor of the state, Philip Shaibo. Others are Honorable Bright Yamu, Orihon South, and Honorable Ade Sibo, Eson North East 1. All of them are members of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. During plenary, the Speaker alleged that the 3 suspended members were being influenced by external forces to cause chaos and remove the leadership of the House, and also alleged that some persons brought native doctors into the House at midnight on Wednesday, May 1, 2024, to make some incantations and dropped charms in the Assembly complex. During the rowdy session, the 3 suspended lawmakers are seen screaming at Mr. Speaker that he had no right to unilaterally suspend any member of the House and that there must be a call for votes and allow members to vote on the matter.
The First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has commended graduates from the Royal Military Academy, RMA, Sandhurst, United Kingdom. Mrs. Tinubu, who received Owowo, led by Major General John Ochea, the Commandant, Nigerian Defense Academy, NDA, to the State House today, described lousy and problematic. She, however, recommended Owowo for a national award and encouraged her superiors to encourage her to become a youth advocate for others to learn positively from her. Earlier, Ochai had said that Owowo's outstanding performance marks history amidst countries like India, Pakistan, Qatar, UK, Canada, Australia, and others who brought their best to be trained in that institution where she succeeded. Owowo, in her response, expressed gladness and gratitude for the support she got, saying that the nation should expect greater things from her. She passed out as second lieutenant alongside 24 other international cadets with honors and was recognized for her exceptional performance during a time at the RMA.
Terrorists have launched a fresh attack in the Ambe community, killing 6 persons, while 9 others sustained gunshots in the Sanga local government area of Kaduna State. The youth leader of the community, Micah Aude, confirmed the sad incident today. According to him, the attackers invaded the community on motorbikes and opened fire on a particular house where a birthday celebration was taking place, but nobody was killed except those sitting around some shops. Micah disclosed that the locals were able to apprehend one of the attackers who rode one of the motorcycles but could not be identified. And they added that security operatives have been drafted to the community and normalcy has returned.
Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency have intercepted 511 jumbo sacks of cannabis sativa weighing 4,752 kilograms, concealed in gas tanks compartment of a truck along the Abuja-Abaji highway. The agency, in a statement by its spokesperson, Femi Babafemi, said the operatives on a stop-and-search operation along the highway on Wednesday, May 1, intercepted the 40-feet gas tanker marked RPC 77XG and upon a thorough search discovered the sacks. Babafemi added that 4 suspects were arrested in connection with the seizure. The consignment was loaded into the tanker in Ondo State and was meant to be delivered in Abuja for further distribution. 4 suspects, Efe Abel Mikel, 39, Ebigide Cyril, 29, Ejechi Mande, 41, and Friday Benson Chukudi, 39, have been arrested in connection with the seizure.
Operatives of the Edo State Police Command have rearrested a 58-year-old inmate, Jacob Alunge, who escaped from the Benin Correctional Center during the 2020 #EndSARS protest in the state. Alunge was sentenced to 21 years imprisonment by the Edo High Court for raping his own daughter, Gift Alunge, and escaped during the #EndSARS jailbreak in the 2 custodial centers in Benin. The State Police Commissioner, Funsho Adigboyi, said the police got credible intelligence that the convict, a serial rapist and jailbreaker, was sighted in Ososo, Akoko Edo local government area of the state. He said the operatives who stormed his house to rearrest him were initially prevented from carrying out their duties by some unscrupulous elements who were later overpowered. The CP appealed to residents not to hide criminals because they might end up being the next victim of the criminal they are protecting. Speaking to journalists, the convict said he escaped because everyone was doing the same thing after their prison was first opened during the #EndSARS protests.
The Odua Investment Company Limited recorded yet another feat by turning the Sword of a Link estate at 81/87 Odudua Crescent, GRA, Ikeja, Lagos State. The groundbreaking ceremony of the Aurora West Link Estate commissioning was in conjunction with the Wema Board Estates under the Odua Group and the Aerofield Homes Limited. Staff reporter Bimbo Akombi was at the Odudua Crescent, GRA, Ikeja, venue of the event. His reports.
Turning of the sword is a traditional ceremony in many cultures that celebrates the first day of construction for a building or other project, and this relates to the commissioning of the Aurora West Link Estate to be constructed by the Odua Investment Company Limited in collaboration with Aerofield Homes Limited. The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Wema Board Estates Limited, a subsidiary of the Odua Group, Mr. Yemi Ejidino, in his remarks, said the groundbreaking event was a symbol of unity and cohesion among the 6 southwest states. According to him, part of the 4-unit project sits on top of a 4,700 square meters of land.
It is a symbol of the collective strength and vision that define Odua Investment Company Limited and its subsidiaries. It is also in consonance with ensuring that the real estate assets of the entire group are further optimized for decent return on investment.
The outgoing Group Managing Director of Odua Investments Company Limited, Adewale Raji, said the group is committed to ensuring that the successes of the company is brought to fore in the nearest future.
This decision was driven by a thorough analysis of the market dynamics and a clear vision for the future. In this respect, therefore, the purpose is to ensure that we take advantage of new opportunities, streamline operations, and maximize value for all stakeholders.
A representative of the collaborating company, Engineer Adetomiwa Adetilewa, urged the Odua Investment Company Limited, which it is collaborating with, to encourage the 6 owner states to also invest in the project, saying this feat is all about the future and the opportunities they will bring.
We have a very good partnership with Wema Bodo, ICL, and we went through a rigorous process. They've really been tough, and it got to a point where I was like, why are they being tough? Like, they want to know the details of everything. From the design stage, they were part of it. We went back and forth for like a year, in getting to this final product that we are delivering.
The Odua Group Chairman, Otumba Bimbo Ashiru, in his remarks said the conglomerate will not compromise on its standards and integrity to make the project succeed.
The Wema board team that is being led by Mr. Ejidiro, they are doing the right thing in the right direction. And like I mentioned, that in the next 2 or 3 years, we're going to do about 1,000 housing units. It's just to meet the demand of everybody. I know it's not going to be done in Lagos alone. We are going to go to all the other states, southwest states that belongs to the Odua group. So every state will benefit and they'll be happy to be part of it.
The secretaries to the state government from the southwest states presented goodwill messages, after which the groundbreaking ceremony was performed. Bimbo Akambi, BCOS News.
This broadcast of Newscope comes to you from the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State, Ibadan. The Adamawa state government today shut down primary and secondary schools following confirmation of a measles outbreak that killed 42 children. It had been reported how at least 42 children were killed in an outbreak of measles in the northeast Nigerian state. It was learned that the disease outbreak was recorded in the Mubi North and Gombe local government areas of the state. Confirming the outbreak, the State Commissioner for Health and Human Services, Felix Tangwami, said all the 21 local government areas of the state except Lamode had been put on alert. He said the outbreak was recorded in 8 wards in Mubi and 7 wards in Gombe local government areas of the state, with the death toll of 42 out of 131 and 177 respectively of the affected persons. The Commissioner of Education and Human Capital Development, Dr. Umar Garba Pella, confirmed the closure of schools to newsmen today and added that the order, which takes immediate effect, will last for 1 week for proper monitoring of the situation.
The Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, has maintained that the People's Democratic Party (PDP) leaders and other party stakeholders in Southwest would put its house in order to ensure victory in the forthcoming governorship election in Ondo State. Governor Makinde said this while briefing newsmen on the outcome of the PDP Southwest Leaders Meeting held at the Presidential Lodge of the Government House, Agodi, Ibadan. The Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, and Osun State Governor, Senator Ademola Adeleke, who noted that the unity of the party is paramount, expressed optimism that with the caliber and support of the party leaders in the Southwest, PDP would come out victorious in the November 2024 governorship election in Ondo State. Speaking with newsmen, the PDP standard bearer in the Ondo State governorship election, Agbola Ajayi, appreciated the coming together of the party leaders, saying that their unflinching support wouldn't be enough to coast him to victory. Other attendees of the meeting were the National Deputy Chairman South, PDP, Ambassador Taufik Arakwaja, former Governor of Ondo State, Dr. Olusegun Mimiko, former Governor of Osun State, Prince Olagunsoye Oyinlola, former governorship candidate of Ondo State, Iyitayo Jegede SAN, Chief Ode George, among others.
The Forum of State Chairmen of Commissions and Director Generals of Para-State House have hailed Governor Seyi Makinde over the successful conduct of the local government election. It also commended the State Independent Electoral Commission (OISEC) under the leadership of Are Isiaka Olagunju SAN for a yeoman's job. The forum made this known in a statement jointly signed by the chairman of the forum, Alhaji Kamauddin Aderibigbe, and Secretary Right Honorable Musa Abdulwasi. According to the statement, Governor Seyi Makinde has written his name in gold in history of the state for conducting local government election twice in the state. It also commended security agencies for ensuring peace across the state throughout the electioneering process. While congratulating the chairman-elect and councillors-elect, the forum hailed the electorate for voting the People's Democratic Party (PDP) candidates.
The Olubadan designate Oba Owolabi Olakulehin today visited Aliwu family home of the 42nd Olubadan of Ibadan land, Oba Lekan Balogun, Ali Okumade II, to commiserate with the family over the death of the monarch. Staff reporter Dupe Fentola, who was at the family compound of the late Olubadan, reports that the Oba arrived the Aliwu Palace at exactly 12 noon.
History was made on Monday in Ibadan land as the Olubadan designate Oba Owolabi Olakulehin, in company with Osi Balogun Olubadan, Oba Gbadamosi Adebimpe, Ashipa Olubadan Oba Abiodun Koladaisi, and Ashipa Balogun Olubadan Oba Kolawole Adegbola paid a condolence visit to the family house of the 42nd Olubadan, Oba Lekan Balogun Ali Okumade II. The visit, according to the Olubadan designate, was to condole with the family over the death of the late monarch, who joined his ancestors when Oba Olakulehin was away on medical treatment. According to Osi Balogun Olubadan Oba Gbadamosi Adebimpe, the visit was first of its kind in the history of Ibadan land. According to him, he is the first Oba who brought together the Olubadan Council under one umbrella.
It is very, very significant in the sense that it is the first of its type to happen. It's a show of love and a show of commiseration with the late Olubadan's family, that we have come to tell them that that love still exists and is going to burn forever.
Receiving the Oba and his entourage on behalf of the Aliwu family members, Senator Kola Balogun said, Ibadan people are connected in one way or the other, while the culture encourages living together in peace.
It's historical in the sense that it has never happened before. But we're happy to note that when new inventions and innovations are occurring, such as this, especially in traditional setting, I think we should all be proud of our culture. I was away in Abuja when Gabiesi, the signet, called me and said he was coming to pay us a condolence visit. I thought perhaps events have overtaken that. And I put it to him, I said, Baba, please, let's not stress you. I will deliver your message to the family. No, he said, no, that's what our tradition demands.
The Olubadan was also received by former Oyo State Head of Service and Bobajiro Olubadan Alhaji Tajudeen Aremu, Olori Olayinka and Olori Olufunmilayo Balogun, and other Aliwu family members. Dupe Fentola, BCOS News.
The federal government has faulted the organized labor's opposition to the electricity tariff hike and the removal of the subsidy in the sector. The spokesperson for the Ministry of Power, Florence Eke, in an interview with newsmen in Abuja, said the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu's justification of the electricity tariff hike at the Senate's public hearing last week was still valid. She said the government was not showing the path of trade unions on the issue of electricity tariff. According to her, the burden of the electricity subsidy was too much for the government to bear and it was not sustainable. The ministry spokesperson stated this against the background of the 2-week ultimatum issued by the organized labor demanding the reversal of the increase in the electricity tariff.
The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NERC, has ordered a department within the Transmission Company of Nigeria, the System Operation SO, to cap power supply to cross-border customers in the Benin Republic, Niger, and Togo to 6%. NERC's order, published and was jointly signed by the Commission's chairman, Sanusi Garba, and Vice Chairman, Musiliu Husseini. The document stipulated that power delivery to Nigeria's neighbors must not exceed 6% of the total grid electricity at any given time. The electricity sector regulator expressed concern about suboptimal grid dispatch practices, which have impacted the ability of distribution companies to meet their service tariff commitments to end users. NERC emphasized that the current international and bilateral contracts with generation companies often fall short of industry standards. It stated that many off-takers contracted bilaterally by GenCos exploit their prioritization, exceeding their contracted levels during peak operations without penalties.
Chadian presidential candidate Mansuri Lobsakrio has claimed that there were irregularities in some polling stations during voting. He also claimed that unnamed influential representatives of a political party allowed hundreds of their supporters to vote without electoral cards, sometimes 2 or 3 times in certain stations. The pro-government reported that voters were left stranded at a polling station in Sartown in southern Moyen Chari province due to a lack of voting materials. The Electoral Commission assured ahead of the poll that it would oversee a credible exercise.
To end this edition of Newscope, here again are the main points. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Alhaji Muhammad Idris, has said that the federal government was not considering any foreign military base to counter insurgents and other crimes.
The Speaker of Edo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Blessing Agbebaku, today during plenary, suspended 3 lawmakers over an alleged plot to impeach him and other principal officers of the House.
We also told you that the Adamawa State government today shut down primary and secondary schools following confirmation of a measles outbreak that killed 42 children.
On the foreign scene, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NERC, has ordered a department within the Transmission Company of Nigeria, the System Operator SO, to cap power supply to cross-border customers in the Benin Republic, Niger, and Togo to 6%. And that's all for Newscope Desk. It was packaged by Bode Akinjola and delivered by
Oyebola Adeshola. Thank you for listening.
And Okpejemi Urimolade, we thank you for listening, and don't forget to tune in for the Yoruba version at 8 o'clock tonight. Good evening.
Sports and entertainment, we got everything you need and so much more, yeah. 98.5 FM, Oluyole. 98.5 FM. Hear me now, to your dial to the #1 station. Educative and quality information. Brighten up your day in so many ways. Tune to 98.5.
Ọmọọba ṣé ò ní lọ síta kó lọ gbatẹ́gùn díẹ̀.
ọ̀nà tí rẹ̀ mi.
ó dáná ṣì lọ síta kó lọ gbatẹ́gùn díẹ̀. pẹ̀lú àìsàn ikọ́ ṣe bí ẹ̀gbọ́n rẹ̀ ló ń gba ìtọ́jú.
àwọn ọmọdé náà lè ní àìsàn ikọ́ fèé tí wọ́n bá ti ní ìfarora pẹ̀lú ẹni tó ní àìsàn ikọ́ fèé. ọ̀fẹ́ ní àyẹ̀wò àti ìtọ́jú àìsàn ikọ́ fèé. ẹ pè nọ́mbà yìí 3340 tàbí *3340# fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. ìkéde yìí wá láti ọ̀dọ̀ àjọ tó ń mójútó ìlera tìjọba àpapọ̀ pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn àwọn èèyàn ilẹ̀ Amẹ́ríkà.
wọ̀kú lọ́rọ̀rùn pẹ̀sẹ̀ láti kéde nílé akéde tọ̀yọ́ ni ó nílò kó ṣe mọ́ dára rẹ̀ láàmú sọ pé òun wọkọ̀ bọ̀ wá sílé akéde lóríta Basọ̀rún ìlú Ìbàdàn mọ́ pàápàá jùlọ láti ṣe ìkéde yẹn polówó ọjà yẹn tàbí fi tótọ́ tó sì yẹ tó àwọn aráàlú létí bóyá nípa àpàdé nípa àsọjí àbí nǹkan kan àbómi ìtẹ́balẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe ẹ torí agbègbè àgbáyé kí ẹ náà tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe hàn wá 09158703300 lórí agbègbè kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ WhatsApp nọ́mbà ìkànnà mọ̀ ní ọ̀rọ̀rùn pẹ̀sẹ̀ stress free courtesy BCOS. You don't have to stress yourself coming down to Ile Akede Orita Basọ̀rún Ìbàdàn again to make that announcement or place that advert. Book online, personal paid announcements, obituaries, or in memoriam, annual conventions, workshops, crusades, social diaries, inter-house sport competitions, musical shows or concerts, and other promotions. Very simple. Go online to book for transmission on BCOS radio channels or BCOS TV, or simply call 091 5870 3300 or WhatsApp on the same number 091 5870 3300. BCOS, a media giant in a class of its own.